All right, time to head out on the go and check in with Jenelle Lippai this morning, who is feeling patriotic. Jenelle, good morning.
Good morning. We are feeling very, very patriotic here this morning. As you can see, it's beautiful out. It's a great day to talk about some fun events. So we're down by the Legislative Building here this morning, and joining me is Bryce Perkins, who is the Director of Media Relations for Regina Canada Day. So good morning. Thank you for being here. Let's talk a little bit about the events. What can people look forward to?
So this year, Canada Day is going to still be bigger and better than ever. That's our goal every single year when we plan Canada Day. And this year, we're really focused on making sure that all the activities in the park stay free and family orientated. So we have the Regina Public Library Family Fun Zone back this year, where they're going to have a family fun stage and different activities for children revolving around STEM, cultural activities, face painting. The Regina Police and the fire truck will all be down here as well, so kids can have a chance to experience that as well. And then throughout the park, there's just going to be even more opportunity for families to enjoy opportunities. We got the Remax hot air balloon tethered rides happening inside the park in the morning as well, so you can rise above Wascana Center and see the park from above. The Apex Family Adventure Zone is going to be back with bubble soccer, a trampoline park, an adventure zone, of bouncy castles as well. And then the Saskatchewan Rough Riders will be down here to, sign some autographs for all the Big Rider fans, get a chance to meet Gaynor the Gopher. They'll have some family activities, all through 10 to 6 down here in the park. But it doesn't kick off until, we have the pancake breakfast at 8:30, which is free. We try to serve, about 3,000 free pancake breakfasts in that morning to kick off Canada Day.
Amazing. And before we wrap things up here for the moment, tell me a little bit about admission. What does it cost? Is it free?
Admission is absolutely free. So everything that happens inside the park is free, including our headliners and anything on the main stage. So if you want to come watch the bands or, join in on the bouncy castles or anything like that, everything is free. The only cost to families is if you're picking up, some food from the food trucks, or if, you're visiting the market down in Canada Day.
Perfect. Well, you and I are going to be back very, very soon. We'll talk a little bit more about maybe some of the new things that are coming this year to the Regina Canada Day event. Good morning. We are preparing. There's tons of fun ahead of us here. And once again, I am joined by Bryce Perkins. Bryce, thanks for being back with us. We were talking a little bit about some of the different sections of fun activities that'll be going on here at the Ledge. So let's focus in a little bit. What are for the kids? Because there is a special designated zone for them.
Yeah, so there is the Regina Public Library Family Fun Zone, where they're going to have a family stage that runs from 10 to 6. And there's going to be magic shows, lion dancing, different cultural performances on there, just, to kind of, show what Regina is all about. And then throughout their section as well, there's going to be about 20 to 25 different tents, reaching into different sections of, science, literacy, culture, and things like that, families can take part in and enjoy, as well as there'll be Touch a Truck where you can, jump in a fire truck or, the back of a police car and kind of, get to experience that. And there's so much for kids to do just in that section. But even throughout the entire park, we got, free tethered hot air balloon rides in the morning of Canada Day. We got the Apex Adventure Zone with some bubble soccer and trampoline parks and excitement for the kids. And, it just kind of continues out through the whole day like that.
So much fun, and there will be live music. So let's talk maybe a little bit about headliners.
Yeah, this year we have 2 headliners. We're really lucky to expand Canada Day that way. So we have Juno Award winner Jake Fadland and the Sturgeon River Boys. And we also have Canadian rock legend Harlequin that will be performing on our main stage, which is going to be right next to the beer garden. So, you can have a pint of beer and watch, Canadian legends on the stage.
Oh, sounds like so much fun. You wouldn't want to miss it. So Bryce, thank you for being back with us, for walking us through this. And you and I are going to be back one more time, and we're going to talk a little bit about the inner workings, maybe some volunteer work. As we're wrapping things up right in the yard across from the Legislative Building, talking lots about Canada Day. This time, we're going to talk a little bit about the inner workings of the upcoming event. And of course, we've got Bryce Perkins joining me once again. Bryce, thanks for being here with us all morning. Tell me a little bit about the volunteers. We were talking previously, and all the volunteer spots are filled.
Yeah, this year we filled up all the volunteer spots, which is incredible. Volunteers are the backbone of Regina Canada Day. Without the volunteers, we wouldn't be able to put on this event, right? They're the ones that help us, on the day of setup, the day before Canada Day, getting everything ready, the pancake breakfast, all the family activities. There is a huge role that volunteers play inside the park here on Canada Day, and we're so thankful that the community came out to support and filled up all the spots this year.
That's fantastic. And funding, let's talk about that, because you and your group, the Regina Canada Day, that is its own separate entity outside of the city. So let's talk maybe a little bit about funding and where some of that money goes.
Yeah, so a lot of the funding, we do get some government funding, city funding as well, but a lot of the funding does come from community partners that, are right here in the community of Regina, right? That step up and, provide, free pancakes, or it might be a dollar donation to put on some of the family activities, or, we work with community groups that help us put on free family activities by them coming down and helping us put on the day, right? So Canada Day is an expensive event to run, but it's all thanks to the funding that community partners and the community all-stars are putting together, and with our volunteer board of directors, people that are passionate about Canada Day, and the volunteers that join us for Canada Day. Without that, this is not a possible event to put on.
Absolutely. And before we wrap things up, how does the community feedback over the last couple of years impact what you guys bring in and maybe some of those new attractions?
Community impact is huge, right? And especially this year with everything that's going on in the world, everyone's feeling a little bit more proudly to be Canadian than they maybe were last year, right? So for our focus is, always to look at, what's happening in the world and what we can do to make sure family activity is free, and how we can incorporate cultures and different community events and just make everyone feel proud to be Canadian when they're down here in the park on Canada Day.
Incredible, Bryce. Thank you for being here with me this morning.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us. We hope we'll see you on Canada Day.
Oh, I'll be here.
Perfect.